Good morning. Good morning. I know I have not seen you guys live in a while, so I hope that everyone is staying blessed and trying to find good spirits as I come to you this morning. I know we have been dealing with so much with COVID-19. I know this has been a very trying time, and it still is, and it's a very difficult time for a lot of us. So I wanted to kind of talk to you guys a little bit. First, I want to say, please, 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 not only do we have to keep ourselves safe, but we have to keep ourselves mentally well. Take this time to really check on your friends and family that are suffering from anxiety and depression. This is a very, very difficult, very, very difficult time for them right now. But I want to talk to you a little bit about a group of people that we aren't talking about. And this is very near and dear to me for a lot of reasons. Many of you know that I am an autism mom, but I am also a PTSD mom. And my community of people, because I won't say children, I will say people with different abilities. They are also suffering a little bit through this time, and so are my caregivers. Our caregivers of elderly that have different abilities, and my caregivers of children and adult children with disabilities. This is a very trying time because a lot of them aren't going to their day programs. A lot of them aren't in the structured programs and receiving services. A lot of them aren't getting the needs that they had in their IEPs. Speech services, physical therapy, occupational therapy. These things can't be met, and they aren't being met. And for some parents, they're finding this to be a very difficult and challenging time because they may not have had to do these things with their children. And they may not know how to communicate with their nonverbal adults, or they may not know how to give meds all the time. They may not know how to do the PT. All of these things may be very difficult. And not only is it difficult on the families and the caregivers, but it's very difficult and trying on the person who needs the services. We'll just talk about my kids for a minute. I have 3 amazing people, all on the spectrum except for one, but she has PTSD. So this was a big change for her because in a good way, she got to get away from her bullies. But it is causing her anxiety and stress because she doesn't know what's going to happen day to day. Will I ever go back to school? Will I see my teachers? Will I pass? Then there's my nonverbal child. He's an adult, but he's still my child. He's my baby. He doesn't get to go to the day program. So he doesn't get to interact with his other peers. Then there's my oldest. He has Asperger's. He is just dealing with the stress of knowing that his siblings may be uncomfortable. So we had to implement different things in the home to accommodate all of them. And some parents, caregivers, we may not know how to do these things. So I'm taking my time to say, I understand. It gets tough. There's no respite. There are no service coordinators to come in and kind of pick up that extra weight. So we have to find ways to work together. Can't get haircuts. We can't do so many things that they may need. So I'm extending my hand to you guys as a CNA, an autism mom, a former one-on-one, to say, hey, how can I be of service to you guys? What do you feel that you need to function better? Let's talk about it. Let's see if there are services that I can't give you guys. Let me point you in the right direction. Email me, call, click on the optimismdesigns.com and click in the chat button. Say, hey, I need a break. I need 5 minutes. How can I design communication boards? How can I take a bath when they're screaming? You know, even the simple things, we may need to find ways to have special foods and drinks delivered to you guys, because some people may not understand. Our children that are on the spectrum, they only eat and drink specific things, and that can be very overwhelming when you go in the stores and you see shelves are empty. You know, if they don't have the things that they need, some of them will physically starve to death. And these are things that we don't like to talk about, or we just simply forget. So I'm asking all of my autism parents, all of my parents with different abilities, even my adults that are high functioning and have different abilities, and this is challenging for you guys. Let's talk about it. Send me questions. Send me comments. Tell me what's your fears. Tell me what your anxieties are. Tell me what you need. Let's really get to talk about it, because holding it inside is stressful. We don't want them to suffer, and we don't want to suffer, because everyone needs the care. So, Justice and I have been practicing this week, my nonverbal guy, and we will be sharing some fun activities with you guys. And he is even, if I can get him to help me out, he will even give you guys a prayer that his sister and I taught him. And guess what, guys? He's actually going to say it for you guys. So continue to tune in this week, and I will have some great things for you. Please talk to me. Whatever's on your mind, if you need to vent, say it. Come on. We have to support each other. We have to find out how we can get the community to help us, and we have to know how we help each other. So I'm saying to you guys, let's not forget, we have a whole other group of amazing, amazing people that still need us to keep it together for them, because they can't keep it together for themselves. So guys, have a blessed and wonderful day. Let's continue to cover each other in prayer, whatever your higher power is. Let's try to find the good in these crazy days ahead of us. Let's mentally and physically stay well, guys. Keep eating correctly as much as you can. It's difficult. And know that there is someone here to listen. You are simply amazing, and I do love you. I truly do. Agape.